All right, let's get it. Let me see if I can mess with it in the OBS. It's OBS. This stuff. Unlock. Some bar. Some that one. That one. That one. Where's the bottom? All right, there we go. Let me see if it look like YouTube. Yeah, we good. I hit up Nalia and tell her to go to my Instagram. I mean my YouTube.
Siri.
Yo, is we on? Oh, there we go. We good now, chat. Bro, did you hit your sister? Are you ready? Hmm? You gotta get off the game. Where your topics at? We gotta lock in, bro. Topics right. No. Are you ready? Hmm?
It's like a second later.
Nah, it's more than a second. It's like 20 seconds delay or something. Are you ready? Are you ready for the intro? How we gonna start the intro?
I don't know.
Hmm?
I don't know.
All right, so we gotta be like, let me see. Hey, can you hear us? I don't see no viewers on here. If you said you watching this, let us know if you can hear us. Don't touch that. Write it in the chat. Don't write it right here. Like text it in the chat. Hello, can anybody hear?
Oh no.
It won't let me. It says I need to sign in. Yeah, sign in. Make a YouTube, my boy. Hey, can y'all? Yeah, they can hear us. All right, cool. Hey, the video quality, we looking good though? Are you ready? Woo, you're a little tired. All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the podcast of Big James, Tony, and
Quentin.
what?
My name is Quentin.
No, it's not.
Huh?
What's your name? What's your football player name?
My name is James.
Bro, you tripping. Did you forget what you named your person?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Oh, my name is the Black Bobby Love.
Bro, it's Bobby Love.
The Black Bobby Love.
All right, we're going to start over. All right, what's going on, everybody? Thank y'all for pulling up to us.
You're supposed to
This is
cut
the
it.
first. Yeah, bro, we just messing around right now.
You're supposed to cut it.
Bro, shut up. Hey, this is the first podcast of James, Tony, and Bobby Love. Bro, I'm about to kick this nigga off my podcast already, bro. Listen, I'm talking loud because they got to hear you. You talking to me. You can't talk to me. You got to talk into the mic so they can hear you, okay? All right? So your name is what?
Bobby Love.
Bro, is that how loud you talk?
Bobby Love.
Why are you talking hella low? Bobby Love.
Bobby Love.
All right, here we go. Here. You ready for the topics? All right, yeah. So again, my name's James Tony, and I'm sitting here with
Bobby Love.
bro. Sound confident.
I did.
I'm really about to kick you off the podcast. You act like you don't know how to talk. Say it with your chest.
I did.
Hold on, wait. Let me see.
I did.
Stop. You can't do that. People gonna be like, "What the hell?" And stop moving. Look, you're not in the camera. You got to be in the camera. All right. We're live on YouTube. Okay, what's the channel join? I'm watching. I can hear. I can't. It won't let me.
It says silent.
All right, so look, I think we good, right? Can y'all let me know if we good? Stop clapping on the mic. Hey, can y'all let me know if we good? This is supposed to be a talking show. This how loud we supposed to be talking, all right?
All right.
You ain't gotta just talk. All right, they can hear us. All right, bet. All right, yeah. So again, my name's James Tony, and I'm sitting here with
Bobby Love.
and it's my son. You know what I'm saying? We finna get it cracking. We got a few topics for y'all, but since this is the first episode, we gon' rock it like this. You know what I'm saying? This podcast is basically about sports. We real big, heavy on Green Bay Packers. You know what I'm saying? We really like the what's your favorite basketball team?
Warriors. The Warriors.
All right, bet. What's your favorite baseball team?
The Dodgers.
Yeah, and by next year, it's going to be what?
The Dodgers?
Nah, the Giants. But anyways, so you feel me? Yeah, that's what we on, right? So we going to get it started. We're going to kick it off by speaking on the Green Bay Packers, right? So right here, we got a few topics we want to get into. So what we're going to do is we're going to start from the bottom and get all the way to the top. I mean, start from the top, get all the way down to the bottom. My bad. All right, so number one, the Packers season breakdown, right? So we're going to talk about the Packers' current wins and current losses. Lil bro, like he know, well, not let me not call him Lil bro. His name is actually Bobby Love. So Bobby Love act like he know all the stats, all the records and all that, right? So let me ask you a question, Bobby Love. How many wins and losses and draws the Packers got?
9 wins and 3 losses and 1 tie.
Okay,
Against the trash Dallas Cowboys.
Wait, we got a loss or a tie against the Cowboys?
A tie.
Okay, bet. Right. Okay, cool. All right, so then who's the next best team in the NFC North?
The Bears.
What's their record?
9-4.
Okay. Who's the next best team after that?
The Lions.
What's their record?
8-5.
And then after that?
The Vikings.
And what's their record? Do you know?
No.
All right, so then here we go. This is where we ask Siri. Hey, Siri,
Like 5-0.
what's the Minnesota? Hey, Siri. Here, your Hey Siri don't work for me?
Hey Siri. What is the Vikings record?
The Vikings are currently 5-8 right now.
Sheesh. So yeah, the Vikings look like they're the trashiest team in the division. But anyways, they do got one of the best athletes out there. And what's his name?
Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, that boy be going crazy. He do be gritty and all over the place, all over the town. But anyways, he ain't gonna do nothing when they play Green Bay. But let's get back to really what matters. Go back to the topic. So we just talked about the best teams in the NFC North, and it's definitely the Green Bay Packers. What's topic number 2? All right, so what's our best?
Offense and defense.
No. Number 2 is our path. Or you know what? We can go with offense and defensive team stats. We don't really need to go with stats, but I'll start with a question, and I want to have a conversation. All right. All right. You hear how loud I'm talking?
Yes.
Do you hear how loud I'm talking?
Yes.
That's how loud you need to be talking consistently. All right.
All right.
Bro, I'm about to kick you off. You playing too much. All right, so look. What is the best? Well, not what is. Who has the best offense in the NFC North right now?
The Green Bay Packers.
Why do you think they got the best offense? What sticks out to you? What stands out to you?
They're crazy wide receivers and a dominant Jordan Love and a running back.
Okay. So a dominant Jordan Love. They crazy. When you say crazy, what does crazy mean to you?
Sicko.
Huh? What does crazy mean to you? So you said crazy, right? Are you talking about crazy like talent? Like they really all nice? They really all crazy? They really all dope? Is that what you mean?
Yes.
All right. So then when we talk like that, these guys on the internet, they don't understand what we talking about. All right. So we just got to explain it. So that's why I'm helping you out. All right.
Yes.
All right, so look, boom. So we got crazy talent at the wide receiver room. The wide receiver room is stacked. We got, all right, so I guess I can take it all the way back for you, and then you can correct me if I'm wrong. So we started this season, you know what I'm saying? We started out looking like a powerhouse. We started out without one of, if not the best wide receiver on the Green Bay Packers in Christian Watson. Yeah, he wasn't there. That's what I'm saying. We started out without him, right? So what happened why wasn't he playing at the beginning of the season? What happened?
Because last year against the Bears, towards the end of the season, he tore his ACL.
So he tore his ACL the last game of the season, right? Yeah. And then when we went into the playoffs, what we do? We got the belt, right?
Yeah.
Because we didn't have who?
Christian Watson.
There you go.
Our defense.
Yeah, our defense really didn't have Micah Parsons at that time, but we're going to get to that, right? So we're going to start it with the wide receiver room. So we go crazy at the wide receivers. We recently just got Christian Watson back, but let's take it back to the beginning of the season, right? We had Tucker Kraft. He was going crazy. Romeo Dobbs, anytime Christian Watson isn't playing, he's definitely a number 1 wide receiver for sure, right?
Yes.
Then we had the emergence of Mr. Matthew Golden, but he didn't really get targeted like that this season. But still, we still got a really strong wide receiver room. And even before Jaden Reed got injured this year, he was going crazy, right?
Yes.
So we had Tucker Kraft, we had Jaden Reed, we had Romeo Dobbs, we had Bo Melton. No, not Bo Melton. Bo Melton was playing cornerback early in the season. Tallbird that just went crazy on the Lions, 2 touchdowns. Dontavian Wicks. You know what I'm saying? So Dontavian Wicks just went crazy. You know what I'm saying? But he was going crazy back then, and that kind of held us over all the way until we got not Matthew Golden. I keep saying them. Until we got Christian Watson back. Christian Watson just went crazy. Did Christian Watson just go crazy?
Yes.
He went against who?
The Chicago Bears.
Bro, he just went crazy. Did he have 1 or 2 touchdowns?
2.
Bro had 2 touchdowns, right? And then against the Lions, he had that super crazy deep ball. So Christian Watson is already proven to be our number 1 wide receiver because he's known to take the top off the defense. You better not play man coverage on that man because he's going to get you every single time, right?
Yes.
And Jordan Love, not to mention, he ain't missing none of them throws. Jordan Love is actually getting the ball out of his hand on time, in rhythm, right? Hitting his receivers in stride so they can have the best advantage of getting a yard after the catch, right?
Yes.
They going crazy right now. So I think Green Bay does have the most powerful offense, right? They have the most weapons, and Josh Jacobs. We really got a nice second running back, and a lot of people in the NFL not in the NFL, but a lot of people like fans and everything, they don't really know about him. What's our second string running back name?
Emmanuel Wilson.
That boy's going crazy. Every time he get in, he touched the rock. It's at least 5 yards, and he runs after contact, right?
Yes.
Then we got another dude, and Carl Brooks, right? I think it's Carl Brooks or Chris. I think it's Carl Brooks, right? Carl Brooks.
I don't know.
Number 30.
Yes.
I think it's Carl Brooks or Chris Brooks. Bro, really nice when it come to blocking, right? Yes. So when it comes to pass blocking, you put that man in the game. Jordan Love got all day. And that's a dangerous thing. If Jordan Love got all day when a running back can step up and block, that means that they dropping somebody, they bringing somebody in blitz. Chris Brooks or Carl Brooks picks up the blitz. Jordan Love got all day to hit somebody. Jordan Love reads from the pocket. He reads the deep throw first, all the way down to his drop off, right? Yes. He don't read drop off midfield. You know what I'm saying? His out routes. He don't read that. He read the deep ball first. And if he feel like he can get the deep ball there, he's gonna take it 9 times out of 10. Right? He gonna give our team, he gonna give our wide receivers the 50-50 balls, right?
Yes.
Let's go. All right. So is that a strong argument as to why Green Bay got the best offense?
Yes.
We didn't talk about the offensive line though. The offensive line ain't really doing as much as they was last year. The reason why I say that is because that boy Josh Jacobs ain't really been running wild like he was last year, but he still is getting a lot of touchdowns because he's a goal line threat. So anytime we get around the goal line, we always give him the ball, and he always turning that into 6 points, correct?
Yes.
Right. So I think we're really good when it comes to managing the game, right? And I think we failed at that twice this year when it came to the Browns. And when it came to the Eagles, you are correct. The Panthers was a tougher game for us, but I still feel like we could have pulled that one out. I feel like we could have pulled the Browns one out, and I feel like we could have pulled the Eagles out. The Eagles did just what we did. They fumbled the ball in the red zone. We fumbled the ball in the red zone. They just scored the game-defining touchdown, and that was it. So, we'll take that with a grain of salt. You know what I'm saying? And we'll see them again, definitely. And I promise you, we'll come out victorious next time. But going all the way back to our first point and not getting off track, Green Bay's got the most proven offense. Who you think is number 2 with the most efficient, prolific, and electric offense?
The Rams.
I'm not talking about in the NFC or the NFL. I'm talking about the NFC North.
Oh, the Lions.
All right, so let's start from the top to the bottom. So the Lions got a 2-headed monster when it comes to the wide receiver room. Who's their top 2 wide receivers?
Jameer Williams and...
You definitely got his name wrong. You mixed Jahmyr Gibbs and Jamison Williams on the same player. So I understand you meant Jamison Williams and who else? And Amon-Ra St. Brown, right? So Amon-Ra St. Brown and Jamison Williams is a 2-headed monster. I got Jamison Williams on my fantasy, so I kind of watch him closely. That man started picking up a little crazier towards the end of the year. He went crazy against Green Bay, right? When Amon-Ra St. Brown went down, he became number 1 wide receiver and he stepped up. Right? So now Amon-Ra is back, but Jamison Williams is still a threat at the 2, right? So you got Jamison Williams, you got Amon-Ra St. Brown. Amon-Ra is just a safety blanket, a guy that gets to the sticks, makes sharp cuts. He's sure-handed. He's quick. He's elusive. He's explosive. He's just a crazy freak, talented type of athlete. So, we ain't going to take that from Amon-Ra St. Brown. That man goes crazy, and we just going to give credit where credit is due. So, Jamison Williams, Amon-Ra St. Brown comes in at number 2 when it comes to the NFC North. Let's talk about their tight end. Who is their tight end?
Isaac Tesla.
That you are actually right, Tesla, right?
Tesla.
But I thought you was going to go with Sam Laporta. But he's injured, right? But Sam Laporta is a super threat. But he's injured right now, so we ain't going to speak too much on him. That man does go crazy, and he's always a threat when he's on the field. But it's always better for the NFC North when he's off the field because he won't be, obviously, threatening your defense. So one less option to worry about on the field. But they got a young emerging star, and that man Tesla, he just went crazy. He's been going crazy. He's a great blocker, but not only that, that man catches the ball. He runs. He's not afraid to go across the middle. He goes up for the ball. He's a security blanket as well. So he's just turning into another threat for the Lions. Something the Green Bay Packers don't want to see. But at the end of the day, it's the NFL, and this is where athletes, this is where they make their money. This is their career, right?
Yes.
All right. So boom, we got the Lions. And let's go to the quarterback. What do we think about Jared Goff? I'll let you start because I've been doing a lot of talking. What do you think about Jared Goff?
I mean, he's kind of slow, but he's like a type of guy that those dots, but sometimes not really.
Okay, so now I want to have a conversation with you because I understand where you're going, but I'm going to get you there where you're going, right? So you said he throws dots, but sometimes he don't, right? Well, why don't he throw dots sometimes?
It's because sometimes the pressure is coming.
There you go. And when the pressure gets on, let's say the pressure was on we was playing Lamar Jackson. What Lamar Jackson going to do?
He'll scramble.
Okay, and what doesn't Jared Goff do?
He doesn't scramble.
There you go. So every time that pressure gets on him, he always trying to throw the ball and it don't go nowhere. Or he get an interception or he throws it away, right? He never hits his target. So Jared Goff has a flaw. If you can blitz him or not only blitz him, if you can get home with 4 or even 3, if you're doing a 3-man rush so you can get home, or maybe even 4, if the pressure is in his face, he's not a scrambler. He's not going to run. And if he does run, he's going to run in fear of his life or fear of his safety, right? He's either going to run out of bounds or he's going to slide or he's going to throw the ball away or he's going to try to make the throw. And 9 times out of 10, that doesn't pan out good for him. Just like in Green Bay, he threw an interception to my boy who? Evan Williams, right? It's all good. I got you. I told you I'm helping you out. But anyways, so yeah, boom, the Lions, right? Now let's talk about the running backs. What do you like about the Lions running backs? I saw that face. What do you like about the Lions running backs?
I mean, Jahmyr Gibbs is my favorite running back.
Right.
It's because he's so elusive, and that run against the Giants, it was the first overtime play, and he took it to the house.
Bro, remember what you said right when that happened?
No.
You said, Dad, did you just see that? I said, I did. You said, bro, we got to play him next week. You remember?
Yeah.
And what I say?
We don't worry about him.
We ain't worried about him. Bro, Green Bay got a plan for the NFC North. I never get afraid or terrified or scared about playing an opponent in the division because you know what? 9 times out of 10, it's not going to be a blowout. Right? Division games, I don't care if you're playing the worst team in the NFL. A division game is always tough because they draft for you. They pick up the best, free agents, right? They make the best trades just to beat you every single time. And when I say you, I've been a Green Bay Packer fan my whole life. So we've kind of been at the top of the division forever. So I understand how teams draft and create that team to beat your team, right? Specifically your team, right? So in the NFC North, people draft, or not people, but the Lions, the Bears, and the Vikings all draft to beat the Green Bay Packers. But one thing that I can't say about the Green Bay Packers now is that they're extremely proactive, right? They go out and they get that talent. They go out and they get, either draft and develop or go out and pick up the best free agent for that position, i.e. Josh Jacobs, right? We had Aaron Jones. I didn't think anything was wrong with Aaron Jones. I thought he was elusive. I thought he was very fast. I thought he did great in the run blocking and all that. But they kind of did a swap with Josh Jacobs. And you know what? It was really no drop-off when it came to the running back room, right? Then they went out and we had, some good safeties that I thought at the time, Darnell Savage and bro from the Bears, Amos Alonso or Alonzo Amos. I can't remember his name. But anyways, Amos Amos. I can't remember his name. Anyways, if y'all know who I'm talking about, drop it in the chat, please. But anyway, so he was a really good safety, but we got rid of both of them, right? And guess what we did? We went to go pick up Xavier McKinney from the motherfucking Giants, right? We signed him in free agency, which was crazy. That was breaking news, right? And he came and damn near had the most interceptions in the league right when he got signed for the Green Bay Packers. But not only that, we drafted Evan Williams.
From where?
And we drafted Javon Bullard. And we drafted Edgerrin Cooper. Green Bay is just, so they got some dogs, right? And I mean, I know I'm a Packer fan, but I just love to speak about all the greatness that's happening over there in that very cold town in Green Bay. You know what I'm saying? I am in my garage right now. It's about 40 degrees, so we kind of cold out here. But ultimately, you know what I'm saying, we ain't in nothing like the Green Bay, you know what I'm saying? So when we get out there, we ain't going to be ready for that cold, but, if all else fails, we'll definitely take that trip. But anyway, so let's get back to the point. So we talking about Jahmyr Gibbs, what they call him, Sonic and Knuckles? Jahmyr Gibbs. What's the other dude name?
Montgomery.
David Montgomery, right? Both very, very good running backs. And I will go as far as calling Jahmyr Gibbs legendary. That man is a monster. I've been watching him for a very long time because I am a fan of the Crimson Tide over there in Alabama. So I did watch Jahmyr Gibbs. He was exclusive. He was a scat back. That man's a skill player. He's outrageous, man. He's got, freakish talented individual. I think the funniest highlight, but the best highlight of his career to me was what he just did on Thursday night against the Dallas Cowboy defensive back. Remember what happened?
Oh, yeah,
he ran, right? Stopped on a dime. That DB flew out of bounds and slid on his knee and was still sliding, trying to get up. He broke down so bad. He broke him on, he just broke his ankles. But anyway, so all that to say, they got some elusive running backs back there. But Green Bay took care of that twice. Green Bay took care of business. But that's just what we do. That's just what we known for. You know what I mean? When they say it's a tough game, we make it look easy. When they say it's a tough game, it might be a challenge, but we still come out victorious. And ultimately, it's mano y mano. It's man on man. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is when it comes to that. But yeah, so we got Green Bay at number 1. We got Detroit at number 2, right? We got Chicago offense. We got Chicago's offense at number 3. Mm-hmm. Chicago got a kind of not to lie, I really don't know much about Chicago, but I do know that they have great talent on both sides of the ball. Like every time I look, I'm like, damn, they got him. Damn, they got this dude. Damn, they got him. You know what I mean? So Caleb Williams. That man is the engine to that team for sure. Caleb Williams, we just played him. Crazy, another crazy, freakish athlete. I watched him at Arizona State. You know what I'm saying? With my boy from Stockton, Raleigh Brown, right? So I watched him during that time, but I also watched him before that. But still, I watched him during that time.
What'd that mean?
2 people watching it. But anyway, so I watched him during that time. Man, that man is a freak. He's a freakish athlete. When he's scrambling, that man gets the ball there. When he's scrambling, he breaks the pocket. He's kind of hard to contain. I remember a play this past weekend. This man was sacked. And the pocket collapsed. He jumped over his own people. He went to the outside, then he ran back up the middle, and then he scrambled for like,
Due to his tight end.
No, he scrambled. He scrambled and he made like 5 yards out of a sack. It was crazy. Caleb Williams is extremely talented. He is the man over there in Chicago. And last but not least, all I can say about him is I remember that touchdown he threw. I can't remember to the receiver he threw it to, but it was on Keyshawn Nixon, right? Keyshawn Nixon tipped the ball. He sticky coverage. I'm talking about the best coverage you're gonna see for sure. The most contested catch that I've seen this year. And he threw that ball on the run, low to the ground. The receiver made an exceptional grab, caught that ball, scored the touchdown, and they brought the game within distance. You know what I mean? So I just feel like, again, they got great talent over there in Chicago. Nothing that bad to say, nothing negative to say. I don't fuck with their coach, though, because their coach really do be talking shit. I ain't fucking with that, He definitely ate his words, talking about, it felt good beating Matt LaFleur twice or three times or four times ever since he been over there. I think his name Ben Johnson, right? Over there in Chicago, you know what I'm saying? I ain't fucking with their coach. You know what? Let me take that back. I fuck with the coach. I fuck with his energy. I just don't like what he said about dudes. So I won't say that because I like how he rallies the team. I like his the style he coaches. Obviously, he comes with an offensive mindset. So he's a really 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 good coach for Caleb Williams in the Chicago Bears. So I don't really want to speak too much on the Bears because, like I said, I don't know much about them. I do watch them when I have to, but I'm really heavy on the Green Bay Packers. No Diddy. And then last but not least, I don't even want to mention because I feel like it's not fair to him. The Minnesota Vikings. I don't feel like it's fair to J.J. McCarthy. J.J. McCarthy has been injured for quite some time. I watched J.J. McCarthy over there in Michigan, right? At Ann Arbor, right? What was his coach name? Jim Harbaugh, right? At that time over there in Michigan. Remember they won the national championship against, I think it was Washington. I think they beat them.
I don't know.
I can't remember. I think they beat Penix. Penix for the Falcons, the quarterback.
Penix, the black dude?
Mm-hmm. I think they beat dude. But anyways, so I don't think it's fair for him. You know what I'm saying? They ain't really giving him his fair shake. Like I mean, yeah, this season is cool. It's all right. But next year, we really gonna get to see, right? Because I think this is like his freshman season, like this, or his rookie season, like. It's not really fair, bro. Like, he got Justin Jefferson over there. Justin Jefferson trying to get a Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Justin Jefferson trying to get. So just imagine the pressure that you feel to get this man the ball, right? Knowing that you got Micah Parsons coming right at you, right? Green Bay is doing a great job with how they are disguising the pressure from Micah Parsons. They are not keeping him as a defensive end or a linebacker, right? They're moving him around, and he's going to find that weak link. He's going to find the weakest link on the offensive line and put pressure on your quarterback. I think he's number one in the league for pressures, right? Mm-hmm. So all that to say, the reason why I'm mentioning him is because it's not fair fucking with J.J. McCarthy, bro. Like, he running up the field. You know what I'm saying? He running for his life. He throwing the ball. He throwing picks. Like, it's not fair for dude. I don't know about their line. I can't really say that. I don't really watch the Vikings much either. They don't really get much airtime over here. Where we come from locally. We're a heavy San Francisco 49er and Las Vegas Raider market. I'm over here in kind of sort of in the Bay Area. I guess you guys can call it that. So. But I guess I'll stop it there. That was some good conversation about how we feel and the strength of the NFC North. So let's see what the next topic is. The next topic. This your first live, and we're going to rewatch this, and you're going to be like, bro, what the heck? I was spaced out. Yeah, I'm trying to help you out, my boy. All right. Packers path to the playoffs. All right, so now let's talk about the path to the playoffs, right? So we got a really, really, really challenging / tough game coming up. We're gonna end it here in like I'll give it about 5 minutes, but we're just gonna talk about this real quick. So we got a really challenging game coming up. That game is going to be played in the Mile High over there in Denver, Colorado, where oxygen is really bad over there, especially if practicing that type of weather, or sorry, not weather, but that type of air, right? I think you're like 5,000 something miles above the sea level, which is something crazy. The oxygen, like I said, is very thin up there. So it might be hard on Green Bay, but I just feel like they got too much momentum right now. I feel like, the Denver Broncos are playing very close games, right? And not against the best competition, but it is what it is. I ain't gonna slight nobody. A win is a win is a win, period. So, the Denver Broncos are number 1 in the NFL right now, if I'm not mistaken, when it comes to records. I think they're 10-2?
No, they're 11-2.
11-2? Yeah, so they're 11-2. Again, that's why I fuck with dude on this podcast. Bro really, he's really like that. He didn't even have to look at his phone. But anyways, yeah, so 11-2, going against the Green Bay Packers. That's 9-3-1, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so 9-3-1, 9-3, that's 12-13. If they're 11-2, that's 13. Wes got it right? All right, for sure. Good shit, Bobby Love. Anyway, so I just feel like Denver has got a stout defense. They got a really good defense. They have a great pass rush. A lot of people are saying all-time pass rush, right? Which is cool. But look at Jordan Love under pressure. Look at Jordan Love in the pocket. Look at Jordan Love on the run. Look at Jordan Love in general. That man is putting the ball there. He made a really, really, really head-scratching pick against Chicago and then whipped that shit right back together and went to cook their ass, right? So yeah, he put belt to him, but at the end of the day, I feel like we got Denver's number. I don't feel like this is gonna be the last time we see them this season either. I'm not trying to get too ahead of myself or too big headed, but I do think Green Bay will do work and do their job and get to the NFC. Will get that NFC championship and then also get to the Super Bowl. And I feel like they'll be playing either the Denver Broncos or the Patriots, bro. That boy over there, Drake May, going crazy. If he ends up winning first seed in the AFC, I feel like he's got a really good chance of becoming the MVP this season. But yeah, I'll leave it there. I didn't really speak too much on the path to the playoffs, but I think I spoke a little bit much on this podcast, but I was just trying to get it together, trying to get the screen all put together, just see how it looks. So I want to watch this on the playback, but I do appreciate y'all locking in with me. Thank you to everybody that joined. Is there any last words you like to say, Bobby Love?
Go Pack Go.
Let's get it. I'm going to end it on that. Go Pack Go. You heard the man.